Hi everyone, Donut here and welcome to the Florida Man channel. Today we're going to talk about, you guessed it, Jake Paul and Rice Gum peddling gambling websites to children. What better way to celebrate the end of 2018 better than looking at some of the best Florida Man headlines of the year. And I'm not talking about the fake ones like the guy who drank all the cooking oil. This one that you guys keep tagging me in probably about 400 times last year is not real. He didn't really break into a Burger King and drink gallons of deep frying oil, although it looks like he may have. That one didn't happen. The stories we're going to look at are honest to God true. Florida man admits to having relations with a miniature pony, sheriff says. Witnesses state that they saw the 21-year-old man having relations with a pony named Jackie G. According to deputies, admitted to having relations with the miniature pony 4 times. Sardo said he used a rubber because he didn't want to get a disease. Florida man bites dog to establish dominance. That's not my cat. Grandma uses false teeth to scare naked man off porch. 73-year-old Florida woman opened her blinds early Thursday morning and expected to see her cat on the back porch. Instead, it was a 6-foot-tall man naked as a jaybird standing there gyrating. Peterson saw his clothes scattered on her back porch, but before her granddaughter could call the police, she figured on giving the new dude a fright. She popped out her teeth and shouted, "Grandma, no teeth." I don't know about you guys, but no teeth and all gums would make me gyrate faster. Please forget I said that. Man admits to printing fake money at a library and selling it on Facebook. He told deputies that he printed legal printable money from Pinterest at the public library and then tried to sell it on Facebook. Outstanding. Florida man caught in child sexting claimed he wanted to see undercover police in action. A man in Florida caught in a child predator sting told authorities he only came to the meeting place because he believed it was an undercover sting and he thought it would be cool to see it in action. I mean, I really want to meet Chris Hansen, and if you think about it, that's probably the best and fastest way to meet Chris Hansen. The president says it's okay, claims Tampa man accused of groping woman on flight. Florida man arrested after lying about Hooters sign falling on his foot, detectives say. So this guy got an attorney and tried to say that the O in the Hooters sign fell off and landed on his foot. So he wanted $50,000 for treatment and $175,000 in total to settle the injury claim. But according to the manager, him and some friends entered the store with the fallen sign and asked for food and drinks in exchange for the stolen O. When employees did not cave into their demands, they left the store with the sign. They went in there with the Hooters property and said, "We'll give you your property if you give us food and drink." Man shot after refusing shot. 39-year-old Florida man shot another 39-year-old Florida man in the foot Tuesday evening at a bar after the victim refused a shot of alcohol that the gunman had offered him. There's Florida man shooting at people's feet for not doing shots with them. Florida man steals ambulance after being released from hospital. In a police report, he told investigators he stole a red ambulance because he needed a car. That's the best damn way to do it right there. I don't think he should be driving away from the hospital. Florida couple built drive-through window at mobile home to sell drugs. They look exactly like 2 people I think would do that. They had turned their kitchen window into a drive-thru so customers would not have to constantly enter and exit their home, potentially drawing unwanted attention. Because having a drug drive-thru on the side of your house isn't going to attract attention at all, especially the sign that says open and close. They even had signs that directed people where to drive. Yeah, that's not gonna attract the narcs at all. Florida candidate says alien abduction doesn't define her. U.S. House candidate Bettina Aguilera has a long list of accomplishments to bolster her campaign in Florida, but she is perhaps known for claiming that she was abducted by space aliens as a child. Aguilera says she was taken aboard a spaceship as a young girl by blonde extraterrestrials who resembled Christ the Redeemer statue in Rio. She says they told her that the center of the world's energy is Africa and that thousands of non-human skulls were once discovered in a cave in the Mediterranean island of Malta. She has said she witnessed paranormal activity and then saw a UFO at age 17. She also said she has been in touch with aliens telepathically long after the abduction. She is a former city council member in Doral. See, there it is, city council member. City council members are always knucking futs. Or they're just complete assholes to everyone they come across. Florida man climbs atop playground equipment at Clearwater Park and tells kids where babies come from. I watched Ryan walk over to the busy playground area and climb to the top of one of the children's toys that was being occupied by the children between the ages of 4 to 6. He then started shouting from the top, telling the children that babies come out of women, and used the vulgar term in doing so. Florida man who stole ice cream truck charged with burglary, car theft, and weed possession. Listen here, boys and girls, munchies are some bitch, but don't steal the whole ice cream truck. Oh God, you guys were sending me links to this dude. Florida hospital security guard who goes by Paul Flart online fired after documenting his farts at work for 6 months. 31-year-old Doug, a security guard, filled visitors with joy in the hospital lobby with farts. but in the end, it cost him his job. The lobby has really great acoustics, and naturally, we all fart, Doug told Vice. One day, I ripped a rather nice one and got really good sound from it, so the next time it happened, I recorded it and sent it to my group chat. Let me show you guys his Instagram. Just look at that. Oh, that's wonderful. Look, literally every single video on this guy's Instagram is him farting. Yes, these are all just him farting. Florida boy gets trapped inside arcade claw machine. Darwinism at its finest. Look at that kid. I thought this one was another one of those fake ones, like the guy drinking the oil. It's one of the real ones. Florida man, one disguised in bull costume, allegedly tried to burn down his ex-boyfriend's home with spaghetti sauce. There's no accelerant quite like spaghetti sauce. So they stole a bunch of stuff, they drove away in a car, deputies pulled them over, and they denied being part of the burglary, but when authorities went to the home, they found a burning pot of ragu sauce and washcloth near the stove's burner, which appeared to be there in an effort to start a fire. He was trying to make it look like I left the stove on, but who gets up at 2 a.m. to fix sketty? It says sketty. Florida man asked 911 dispatchers to find Drake and Lil Wayne. Florida woman blames windy day for cocaine found in her purse. According to police, they found cocaine and marijuana in separate bags inside. I don't know anything about that cocaine, she said. It's a windy day. It must have flown through the window and into my purse. This is such a hold my beer moment. Trapped man rescued from well says he went in just to say that he did. He wanted to go down the well just to say that he did it and get out of it. Unfortunately, he didn't have the strength to just get out. The team spent more than an hour working in the dark to get the man out around 2 a.m. It's funny that the fire marshal even had to say this. When you come across an open shaft of any kind that goes down into a well, stay away from it. What? No way. A lot of people do crazy things, pranks, and all kinds of stuff, so we are asking that if you come across anything abnormal, stay away from it. Naked Florida man. This is my show. Naked Florida man with rake attacks Newport Richie couple. Maurice Castaneda, not wearing a stitch of clothing, barged into Bill and Crystal Cowell's home. Looked up and there's a naked guy in my house, and I instantly started screaming, "Get out of my house!" And he didn't get out. So Bill shoved him to the side yard. He said he then grabbed a rake. I think this might be the most Florida man story ever. So he hits Bill over the head with a rake. So Crystal tossed Bill a hatchet, but Bill said no and went to his truck and got a hammer. The guy bowed up and said, "What are you gonna do with that?" And Bill hit him, and he just kept coming at Billy, and Billy just kept hitting him with the hammer, said Crystal. He then retrieved his boxers from a nearby swamp and took off. I swear I've seen this same skit on Reno 911. They need to make oh my God, they should make like a Tampa 911. Oh no, I remember this one. The Florida cop claims Burger King put dirt in his food. Investigation reveals it was seasoning. An investigation was launched because he found something brown and gritty in his burger, but it turns out it really was just seasoning. Shouldn't be eating that garbage anyway. Florida man asks police to test his drugs. Thought he was sold bad crystal meth. Yes, he went to the police station with meth and asked the sheriff's department to test it. How has someone who does something like this not just walked out into traffic in their 49 years of life? He called the Putnam County Sheriff's Office on Tuesday asking them to test the drugs he bought a week earlier because he wanted to press charges against the person who sold them to him. In an effort to ensure the quality of the drug the suspect purchased, detectives told Kelly if he came to the sheriff's office, they could test the narcotic he purchased. So he drove down to the police station and handed over the clear crystallized substance for officers to test. The test showed it was meth, and he was arrested. The sheriff's department later posted on Facebook, "If you believe you were sold bad drugs, we're offering free service to test them for you." Justice served for Florida man on beer run with alligator. You guys remember this one? There's a whole video of it. He goes into a gas station with a live alligator. He was originally charged with unlawful possession of an alligator, which of course is a charge in Florida. Pensacola man arrested for barging into a home seeking someone to fight him. He fell through an open front door and a resident grabbed a hammer. Florida people always have hammers at the ready to hit another Florida person. In the last home that he went into, it says he grabbed a slice of pizza before chasing one of the victims into a bedroom and snatching a landline phone from a victim who was attempting to dial 911. He allegedly swung the phone at the victim several times, hitting him once in the back of the head. He then chased the man outside and around the apartment complex before running into a chain link fence, knocking it down and passing out on top of it. Florida man caught piddling his diddles tells police he's Captain Kirk from Star Trek. Police received reports of a man pleasuring himself at a bus stop. When officers arrived, they found a man sitting on the bench, touching himself under his shorts. The arrest report says it was obvious what he was doing. They asked him what he was doing. He claimed he was scratching himself. And then he said he was James Tiberius Kirk. Florida man strips naked at airport and makes bomb threat. Oh no, there's video. I probably can't play that on here. Florida man curious about public diddling did it because he's dumb, deputies say. When questioned by officers, he said he was curious about doing that in front of the camera at the water treatment plant, so he drove there, mooned the camera, and then diddled it while wearing a hat and napkin around his face. Who says, hey, I'm just gonna drive down to the water treatment plant and touch myself? You know, I would go to Chili's or something. Florida surgeon removes healthy kidney he thought was a tumor. Wow, this is real. There were 2 orthopedic surgeons doing a back operation and they took her kidney. I bet they did that on purpose. They were gonna sell that thing. A lot of this stuff happens in Tampa. What's going on with Tampa? Mayor publicly accuses commissioner of anal bleaching. She calls it a Me Too move. I'm going to become an elected official. Seeing how you can say things like this and still get to make laws and tell other people what to do, I think I would make a pretty good elected official. And I wouldn't accuse anyone of bleaching their hole. Largo couple steals motorized shopping cart from Walmart and drives to bar. This is the basis for a perfect Florida soap opera right here. A Florida man stole one of the motorized shopping carts from Walmart and drove his date to the bar on the shopping cart. Florida man didn't drink while driving, only while stopped at traffic lights. So of course he was pulled over for swerving. He was obviously drunk, and he said, I wasn't drinking and driving. I was only drinking when I was stopped at the lights. Orlando man accused of shooting up a home after a woman leaves a negative restaurant review. The restaurant owner's son shot their home 3 times before driving away. Damn, they take Yelp seriously down in Florida. Florida woman thought she ate some bad Chinese food. It turns out she was giving birth. At 37 weeks pregnant, she had no idea she had a baby on the way. How do people do this? He says, I gained a little bit of weight. No, you don't gain a little bit of weight and then not realize that there's another person growing inside of your stomach. That's not a little bit of weight. I feel like you have to have a lot of bit of weight in order to not realize someone put a baby in you and it's about to come out of you. We're gonna go ahead and end it on this one. Florida man practices karate on swans at Lake Eola Park. It looks like the swans won, though. A Jacksonville man is accused of kicking swans in an Orlando park for karate practice. He's 34 years old. That's something I would like catch John doing out in the yard. John, why the hell are you kicking those ducks? I'm doing karate, Dad. Well, everyone, that's all I have for you today. I hope you had as much fun as I did learning about Florida a little bit more. There's a lot of cool stuff coming up in 2019. I got to start working on my best of 2018 video. If you want to help support the channel, I have a second channel, Donut Operator 2, Patreon, twitch.tv/donutoperator, all that good stuff. Merch, donutoperator.com. Check that out. A lot of cool stuff coming up, and I hope everyone has a fantastic day.